What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Tuesday, March 26, 2019. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Henry Ford. Let's get into it. I want you guys to give me a follow over here on Twitter at Sergeant Crypto 99. Apple, and this is what I tweeted out just a while ago. Apple launched a credit card, and no one bats an eye. They essentially just destroyed banks as we know it, and simultaneously beaten Facebook before release of Facebook coin. Neither of them are cryptocurrencies. Remember that they're not cryptocurrencies. But this is big news. Wake up! Let's get this crypto warriors. Bitcoin, hashtag Bitcoin. $ Bitcoin. All right, so here we are coming out of CCN. All right, haters be damned. Apple credit card is the most revolutionary launch in its 40-year history. That is a big statement. All right, that is a huge statement. Big. This is Apple credit card, a new kind of credit card created by Apple, not a bank. So there it is. You know, just like I stated it in my tweet, no one bats an eye to the fact that Apple just created a credit card. So, you know, let me read this from the article. Just think about what it means for a minute. The biggest company on the planet is positioning itself as a bank. There are already 1.4 billion people with an Apple Wallet in their pocket. Apple stock should be surging. Traditional banks will soon be wiped out, replaced by tech companies. Apple just made the first move, and no one batted an eyelid. Time to wake up. It goes on to say that people, especially young people, millennials, they trust tech companies more than they trust banks. Because remember, you know, people coming of age now, you know, late teens, early 20s, you guys are the ones, you know, that a lot of you saw what happened to your parents during the financial crisis in 2008. A lot of people lost their jobs, lost their homes. So imagine what kind of influence that would have on a young child, all right, coming up. Losing your home, losing your stability, seeing your parents struggle, losing their job, all right, having to move back in with their, you know, parents, your grandparents, and things of that nature. These are the type of things that happen. You know, families being divorced, or not families being divorced, but parents getting divorced due to, you know, the financial stress. These are the things that happen during those times, and kids grow up or were growing up during those times learn not to trust banks, but they do trust the likes of an Apple and Samsung and Amazon, all right, Google, and they much rather trust a tech company than a traditional bank. And studies are, you know, in this article they break it down on the different studies that show that. All right, and I'm not going to, you know, go into reading it, but, you know, 70% of millennials would try a tech company's credit card, and it goes into the numbers here, and these are big numbers. You know, these are big studies. 133,000 people in 22 countries, 1.7 billion people in China prove that tech banking works. WeChat in China, with the WeChat, people don't leave the app. They order, you know, an Uber or whatever the equivalent is in China. They pay for movie tickets. They pay their bills, rent, everything, all in one app. And Apple just positioned themselves to be the bank of the Western world, the WeChat of the Western world. They already have 1.4 billion people with an Apple Wallet. And the great thing about this Apple credit card is, let me see, no fees, no keeping your information as far as what you spend your money on and your spending habits, not tracking you and different things like that. Keeping your identity private and your spending habit private, you know, which is very important. All right, and it's not a cryptocurrency by no means, because it is still controlled by a central entity. However, this is a big move by Apple, especially with the fact that we know that Facebook is coming out with their own cryptocurrency soon. And with that being said, let's get into the next article over here from Medium. This is from Ted Livingston, all right, the CEO and founder of Kik, the messaging app, and he's talking about how Facebook has just positioned themselves as well, all right, to usurp the US dollar. The disclaimer here or whatever. I have no inside knowledge of Facebook's plan. This post is based on 10 years of experience in messaging and crypto. We think Facebook could be on a path to replace the US dollar as the global reserve currency. So he goes into the history of like different messaging apps and things of that nature, talks about WeChat, talks about the Kick app, and the fact that people are using the Kin token, because he also is the founder and CEO of the Kin token, and over excuse me, 80,000 people use the Kin token on the Kick app, I think on a monthly basis. Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. Last month, 80,000 people spent Kin across 40 different apps. All right, Kin is one of the most used cryptocurrencies in the world. So he talks about, again, WeChat, and the fact that people in China, again, do not leave WeChat. They do everything in WeChat. And that's a centralized, it basically replaced the Chinese physical currency, because they're able to do everything within the app. Executing the playbook. Facebook is about to have all the pieces needed to execute the 3-step WeChat playbook. First, the compelling need for remittances. So again, if you watch my channel, you know I talk about remittances and the fact that cryptocurrencies allow for a cheaper and faster way to send money abroad to your family members. All right, so talks about how expensive it is right now for remittances, and if you want to send $200, you're paying $14. All right, basically about 7% of what it is you're trying to send across different borders. But if Facebook could offer people a way to send money home for free, it would be a game changer for tens of millions of people. Because remember, with Facebook, they have WhatsApp, they have the Messenger app, they have Instagram, and Facebook itself, and combined, it's well over 2 billion people using it. Second, moving money, the blockchain. One of the key breakthrough of the blockchain is that people can move money digitally without needing to trust a third party. This was impossible before the blockchain. This allows Facebook to enable payment functionality in their apps without needing to become a bank. So going back to the last story with Apple, they're not doing it through their own cryptocurrency. They're just doing it through a credit card, all right, through the system that's already been set up, over the past 40 to 50 years with MasterCard and Visa. They already set up the infrastructure worldwide for companies and merchants to accept credit cards. Now all Apple has to do is activate the credit cards, I guess, and you already have the wallet. You can either load it up like a debit card, or actually sign up for their credit or whatever the case is, and boom, you're spending it already. Everywhere I go, I see people or the merchants, they accept Apple Pay and Samsung Pay, so it won't be too hard for them to start accepting Apple credit card as well. Their infrastructure is already there, so that's a smart move on Apple. However, with Facebook, according to this guy here, he's saying that through the blockchain, they don't have to have set it up like a bank, like Apple does, or Apple is going to be doing. It's all through the blockchain without the need for a third party. Third, keeping money inside the system. All right, the platforms. So just like I spoke about before, once you have people using your apps, you don't need them to leave the app. In the case of WeChat, now you could have people using WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, whatever the case is, and send them money to each other within that ecosystem, not having to leave the ecosystem, and also being able to pay for goods and services using the app. Again, it's just a lot of what I spoke about before, but this part is important. That's why it's highlighted here. All right, the end of the dollar. People who understand crypto might argue that this doesn't matter. That because the value of a face coin, this is what he's just calling it in this article, is pegged to the value of the dollar, They are essentially just dollars that run on a blockchain. This to me is the most important part. Here it is. Not that long ago, the world's reserve currency was gold, where the value of a dollar was pegged to the value of gold. Then, one day, the US decided to unpeg the dollar from gold, paving the way for the dollar to replace gold as the world's reserve currency. So, here is my question. What will stop Facebook from doing the same? That is a scary thing, because as we know, fiat currencies aren't backed by anything. All right. Again, they used to be backed by gold, but now they're just backed on the word of whichever government is supplying that currency, and that, my friends, isn't a good thing. That's not a good thing, and we all see what's happening right now in the world as far as the debt crisis. So we're going to be discussing that in the comment section below. And last but not least, the crypto oracle, or I should say the Bitcoin oracle himself, Tim Draper. Tim Draper, Bitcoin can eclipse fiat, grow into $100 trillion market cap, 1,000x higher than now. So the market cap of crypto right now is the whole crypto market, not just Bitcoin, but the whole crypto market is about $140 billion. And he's saying, hey, we get 1,000x from right here. And the reason why he's saying that is not because of just the Bitcoin and the fact that Bitcoin will go up in price and in value, compared to the US dollar, but he's including everything in crypto. He's including insurance, not just like I said, currency. We have real estate. These are all different financial vehicles, all right, derivatives, all these other things. These are different financial vehicles which can be put on a blockchain basically and be used on a daily basis. And this is where he's getting this 1,000x number from, because he's not just talking about Bitcoin. He's talking about the cryptocurrency market as a whole and everything being digitized, everything coming on and running on a blockchain. There won't be a need for fiat currencies anymore, because everywhere will be accepting some form of digital currency. Also, there won't be the need for real estate agents or lawyers in some sense, because there will be some type of smart contract where things can be set up and get executed once certain conditions are met. This is what he's talking about, and this is where he gets the number from, as far as 1,000x higher than it is now. And I think he's being very, very conservative with these numbers right here. Let's just discuss it in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. And I think we're in for a great ride, man, especially if you've been in this space for a while and you dug in and held on during last year's and actually during this last bear market, and just accumulated during that time, and not give up and say to hell with it all and throw your hands up and sold everything and say that's it, I'm done. All right, these things take time, people, and everything is being set up right now for a very, very, very bright future in cryptocurrencies. All right, so let's discuss it again in the comment section below. It's your boy, Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. As always, thank you for watching. Please smash up those likes, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and all that good stuff. Peace.